Yeah.
Now you can tell me. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let me to switch to the local language.
Yes, please.
دوستای عزیز سلام احترامات. ببخشین که استاد خواهش کرد. به او خاطر میخوایم که نظرتون رو داشته باشم. اگر سوالی هست اینجا هم یک خواهر به نام زهرا هستن، تنها یگانه اشتراک کننده دختر خانوما. میخوایم از او هم بشنویم اگر حرفی به گفتن داشته باشد، چرا نمیخوایم مکمل این برنامه یا سیشن مردانه باشد. فرصت میتیم و یا دیگر دوستایی که اگر میخوان صحبت بکنن. Ma'am, I think we are only me and you there. The rest just put it on there. بله زارا جان سلام.
سلام خدمت I want to speak English.
We call it
Okay,
assalamu
okay,
alaikum.
okay, okay. Let's
Uh,
switch to English. Perfect, Zara.
Please,
Thanks so
please.
much for your opportunity give for me and to speak about myself, and also I'm so happy to learn this and join to this program. And also I was an employee in rural rehabilitation and development. Also I have some experience in this part.
Very
So
good, very good.
now, yes, thanks. And nowadays I'm so happy, and also it's very clear for me your teaching, and also your speaking. Thanks.
Thank you a lot.
Wonderful, wonderful,
Um,
wonderful, Zara.
Actually,
Thanks so much.
I am looking for certain experiences that you learners are going through as part of your journey as a development professional, because that kind of understanding, like maybe there is some sort of case study that you can share with me, and even I can share with you, where most of the time our understanding for granted, taken for granted, kind of outlook is going to be completely shattered when we are going to observe those realities taking completely different turn in field studies. So let's try to incorporate, if we have any kind of case study or any other kind of experience where you were completely shocked just because you were thinking otherwise while you were observing something unique, because that is very important to understand, as social research is a kind of unending process of self correction and evolving that particular perspective. Thank you. I'm waiting for at least.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Yeah, I actually do agree with you because I believe that every participant have has several experience and several how to say social experience in other parts. So I think this is the opportunity. This is the time we could just share our experience together. Especially Zara John, as she mentioned that she was working in this part. So let's work together. And of course, this is also a very good opportunity that most of the participants are joining from different provinces of the Afghanistan, where with the different, how to say, cultures, beliefs, values. So at least this session will be also like a research program where we can just learn lots of things. So I will be here, and I believe that Riz will be also here to support us, and we could just share what we have, as Professor said, Dr. Pragyan. So let's discuss on this. Let's share our experience, and as well as Professor will also share some things with us. And let's not be silent. Let's talk.
Yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir. Especially dear our respected teachers, Dr. Saibs, and also Mr. Nadrat Saibs. This is the opportunity for us to introduce ourselves and share our experience with our colleagues, with our classmates, and this is the times to explain our opinions, to explain, to share our experience in different fields. And I am very happy to have like you these colleagues, and very mashallah intelligent colleagues, and it is so interestable for me that specific I have graduated from Kabul University, from the environmental faculty or environmental protection and disaster management faculty of Kabul University in 2015. And up till now, I have approximately 10 years relevant working experience in these fields. And now I'm very happy to achieve this goals, or to achieve this achievement that I selected for these programs in rural development, and I am very happy to continue with you in master programs, and inshallah we will up till end know better in these fields, and we will interviews more, and we will learn more and a lot of things together. Thank you for your opinions and sharing some things. Thanks you again.
Thank you very much, Said Nasir. Thank you, appreciate it. So actually, I really believe on discussion, on to have some things in our idea. So one thing too, I would like to mention that we all are beginner. We are here to learn. We are not a professional here. That is why we need to just think that we need to just talk some things which will be completely correct, without any errors, without any how to say something's wrong idea. We are here, we are came here, and we joined here to learn some things. So as a beginner, you can say anything if you want to just say, but doctor said Pragyan is here to correct us. So another title of the Dr. Seb, our professor, is the instructor. It means that she is there to correct us, to drive us in the right way. So being silent in a session, or in a no, online session, I think will be not a good idea, because we will never learn new things. It is something that you will be in a sideline, even in a social, in the social environment. So that is why just share what you have. If it is possible, if it's not possible to speak in English, let's switch to Indian, as Said Ruhullah, or let's switch to local language. We will be here. Of course, the English language is not our native language. So of course we will have some errors, but at least we will try our best. And I can also call this opportunity as a very good way to boost our speaking skills. So that is why please don't be silent. Let's talk. Come on.
Or in
Hello,
coming
ma'am.
session, I'll be calling you by name one by one. That will be more difficult for you. Yes, Mohammed Wali, you want to say something? Please share.
Yeah, ma'am. It's more like kind of a request. Actually, when for the first time we were learning a little bit about the research, I remember that one of our professors, he guided us, and he told us that I have to study about. He gave me a book by the name of Naked Statistic. I forgot the writer's name. But that was a first step which I started to learn a little bit about research. That was more like about quantitative research, and we have a little bit idea about that. But actually, I'm a civil engineer, so it's very easy for us to learn quantitative things. And
Yes, very good.
when I got admission in this program in rural development, of course, it was not something by chance. It was something that I really wanted to be involved, because my first master is also in development studies. I have a master's degree from South Korea, and this is my second master. So this was something that I really wanted. But the thing is that I had a little bit idea about the qualitative kind of research, and since last 3 or 4 weeks, I'm trying to find something. Of course, the study material which provided by the RCD Rodun and this IGNO Center is well written, and it's easily catchable. But some things that we can go that smoothly, or we can uh, study beyond this. I couldn't find a book. Maybe there are lots of books, but I don't know which one I have to start from. I mean, as a beginner and a qualitative kind of research. So, if you could please recommend us a book, or maybe some case studies, if you have. I know you asked us to tell you something about the case studies, but yeah, there are some case studies. Unfortunately, they are not about the Afghanistan, so that I can share you. Lastly, I was searching, and I went through a book. It was Rural Development, Putting the Last Worst. I think the writer was Robert Chamber. I read that a little bit, but uh, just to briefly say, I couldn't find the book that I have to start as a beginner. So if you could please recommend us a book, or maybe a research paper or case study, whatever, so that we can know more about the qualitative kind of research. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, and you are welcome for your all your requests. First of all, you all of you, it's a request. Stop calling yourself as a beginner. Why? Because maybe we are teaching social research, but actually, you guys are practitioner. So practitioner knows much more than those are actually working with theoretical knowledge. Even in my own background, because I have been part of several studies, being part of those meetings with my donor agencies like CARE, like UNICEF, like other also international agencies. There are many. So basically, as a consultant, you are not engaged in theory, but actually you know much more about that theory in research, because research theory or theoretical part of social research is concept. And most of the time, when we are going to conduct a particular study, that knowledge is completely, we feel, I at least I feel most of the time that knowledge is very limited, because unless and until you are going to cope up with the complexities of human behavior, that community perception, that the way they try to um, keep hiding the truth, particularly if it is related to their personal life, like the number of abortion a ladies had been gone through in her reproductive days. So there are several dimensions. So first of all, let's stop calling it a beginner, because in PG program you are much more aware about practice, about this practitioner part of development. And yes, you were mentioning this engineering dimension of your career, but that again gives you a very good opportunity, because as a civil engineer, wherever you go, you try to understand what is the topography, what is the climate, what is the material, and accordingly you plan. So here the same is the case. And you mentioned a very good book, The Naked Statistics. Of course, it is only for quantitative understanding, but yes, it is a very famous book. Basically, it is all about the process from the process through which you try to you try to deduce your conclusions, your trend analysis, your pattern analysis from the data. So overall, let's not categorize this kind of knowledge as quantitative and qualitative, because we have to be very open. We have to be open as in this part of the uh, this program, that is master's degree, we have to understand one thing, that a good research requires triangulation of research techniques. That means a fine balance of statistical techniques as well as quantitative data. So quantitative data and statistical techniques are incomplete unless and until you can do a very good qualitative analysis because out of that particular data. So this is all about the triangulation. Now, this is my request, and it is a kind of homework for all of you. I'll be telling you the name of the book um, in other session, because let me find out something which is not too heavy, which is not a very big book, but it comes like a handy for a student who is coming from a science background. So let me research for that, and till my next session with all of you, let's take a homework. Everybody has to share at least one case study from your experience, or from your reading any literature from development sector, or any kind of well conducted study by a good uh, research organization. It can be national, it can be international, it can be local, it doesn't matter. But you have to share at least one case study that is challenging researchers taken for granted knowledge about a society. So please consider this request, and next time we are going to share this. Now, can I request all of you to please switch on your camera just for 1 minute, so that I can capture a screenshot for this purpose only, because
Ma'am, before the
yes, yes.
so we will on the camera, but I also just want to have the title of this assignment. Uh,
uh, it is
yeah.
not assignment, because
Mm-hmm.
in that form of assignment you will be receiving just one link on your LMS, and that is going to be your assignment. This is a
Mm-hmm.
kind of this is a kind of what to say, push factor for this
Uh-huh.
kind of understanding, because unless and until you are going to participate in this process, this understanding in research is partial. Once you are going to understand actually how, as a researcher, we are going there with so many bias, but we are actually unaware, because we are coming, all of us, me, you, everyone is coming from a different cultural background. So we have our own understanding, we have our own values, we have our own norms, and most of the time we are unaware about it. And meanwhile we try to understand others behavior through our own perspective, which is actually just opposite to what we have discussed in the name of phenomenological perspective, critical paradigm, and descriptive research. So, the whole idea behind this exercise, you may call it a small exercise, where I am requesting all of you to come with one case study at least, where the researcher has to be completely shocked with the phenomenon that is completely challenged or somehow different from the theory, the perceived knowledge. It has to be completely in contradiction, right? If it is possible, you are welcome. If it is not, that is okay. It can be your own experience as a researcher, because I got to know that most of you are development professional. So I don't think there is any reason that you may have not experienced anything like this. Okay. And still, if
O-
you are not able to get that from your own perspective, then you can go through some sort of study or research article. And for today's discussion, as we were having that fellow, what was his name, the engineer person who was sharing his reflection
Muhammad
just
Ali, it
moment
was
back.
named.
Muhammad
Okay,
Wali.
okay, Muhammad Wali. Sorry, sorry. I am very bad uh, in recognition of this name. I'm so sorry, extremely sorry. I'll be sharing one research
You
article.
are also so bad in explanation of your name, teacher. Sorry.
Okay, my pronunciation is, this is Pragya. Pragya means,
Pragyan.
yeah, it means
Yeah,
wit.
Pragyan.
It means
Pragyan.
wit, Pragya.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pragya. So
Yes,
without
Pragyan.
N,
yes.
N is silent.
But I
Pragya.
am
Pragyan.
always very interested to know the meaning of all those students whose name is completely something new for me. So one by one, I'll be asking you all. So Muhammad Wali, I'll be sharing one article. It is recently published in a very good book. It is a Routledge book, that is international publication. I don't want to go through a very big book. Okay, this is the overall debate about the value and the fact. And in this PG program, you are supposed to read certain good articles, research articles, and this article is going to be with you for next 10 years, because the whole debate in research is all about whether we should focus on fact or we should focus on value. But basically we come to know that this is a kind of myth, that we try to create a kind of contrast between fact and value. Actually, value is more important to understand the fact. So why to create a binary between fact and value? Okay, so I'll be sharing that article with Navid, and Navid will be going to distribute with all of you. And Navid, again, I have a very particular kind of request. Can you please collate all those email addresses of your all your participant learners, so that we can send the same mail at the same time to all of you? This is a
Okay,
tedious
ma'am.
work, and I am not asking you to do it right now. You can take your time, and let's do that. Okay, and
Thank
please
you, ma'am. It is well
come with this
noted.
activity. Try to find out. Okay, and I'm expecting at least 10. And if in,
Uh, sure.
yes, please. So
I will click the emails, ma'am. Same time. I'm just have a question about the assignment. So I believe that still there is no any assignments have set for us in the LMS.
once the classes are completing almost the bigger part of the syllabus, then only you are going to receive those assignments. Those are in
Mhm.
the form of word files. You'll be getting a kind of paper like you receive in examination or in test, and you are supposed to write on the basis of your understanding by going through this PowerPoint presentation as well as that text. And always try to substantiate your understanding by examples. So reports, statistics of even your own country can be very helpful. For example, we are talking about uh, ethnography. Okay, and you know there are several native tribes that are part of cultural heritage of Afghanistan. Okay, so you can write down that how this cultural heritage of Afghanistan is making it a vibrant social society, a very colorful society. So all these traditions are actually full of various meanings. Okay, so you can always update that knowledge, and by using case studies or studies or any example from your own country, from your own setting. The only requirement is that the source has to be there, so you will be getting best grades. Okay, this is the way. So can we
Okay,
wind
ma'am.
up today's session? And
Yeah. So before the end of the session, I just would like to ask my
okay,
the participants, actually the classmates.
okay.
Could you please just send me your email address? We need to just have about one group to share everything. So I have already sent, I think, an email to the
Uh,
Dr. Pragya.
I think,
So
Navid, you can write down your email address in the inbox so that everyone can copy and they can mail you the moment they are free, because most of those are running late, and all of us are ready to run somewhere at least.
okay, I'm just shortly writing my email here.
So I request all of you to please mail your recognition mails to write your recognition mails to Navid, so that he can collate all those emails in one place. And after that, we will be receiving all those PowerPoint presentations or research articles that are going to be really very useful for all of you. Okay.
So I'm shared my email address. So I'm requesting the
Because
classmates to kind
because
of just send me a check email, and it will be fine. Yeah.
نوید جان در گروه واتساپ هم میشه همین ایمیلا رو شیر بکنیم اونجا به نظرم خوبتر نیست و شما
اوجام خوب است. خب معمولا به خاطر از اینکه من همچون یک گروپ رسمی هست، گاهی دوستان تو هم هر چیز نوشتن میکنن گرچه به حساب اخلاقا امی گروپ که زیاد چیزا پیش بره اونجا مناسب نبود. به او خاطر بازم اگر شما علاقمند هستین میخواین اونجا هم شریک بکنین، مشکل نداره. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Once again, you could just also send your email address through the WhatsApp group of the MARDOL program, because at the end of session you will not have access to the chat box of this Google Meet session. So that is why you can just also send there, and of course I will write my email there. You can also send me and check email. Let's connect together. Let's don't be in a sideline. I really love to be how to say, in a society with a group of people. I don't like to be alone. So that is why let's chat at least. Let's talk at least with each other. Let's share some things with each other. Thank you very much.
So
Uh,
this is final for the day. Let's depart again and let's meet on next Monday. Thanks a lot for all of you. Let's pay our gratitude to RC Dehradun as well. And Khuda Hafiz, Namaskar. God bless you all.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
حافظ
Goodbye.
خداحافظ شب
خدا
بخیر
حافظ. Goodbye, ma'am.
Shabba khair, Shabba khair.
شب بخیر